welcome everyone to our weekend analysis this evening in the CET area. But if you are in the United States or anywhere in the world near the United States, then you still have more to your Sunday. But welcome to our weekend analysis. So before we even begin, I would just like to give yours a reminder that we do have a discount that's starting tomorrow, which is the Back to Trade 25, where you get 25% off all instant funded accounts. So the discount will end on the 7th of September 2025 to 11:59 CET. So make sure you take advantage of this offer before it ends. So without further ado, let's look through our usual pairs for the week to see where we are going to be heading for the remainder of the week. But first of all, we need to know what news we have this week. So I'll just peruse through it. So on Tuesday, we have ISM manufacturing, PMI, which is the most important. Then on Wednesday, we have Aussie GDP, and we also have Governor Bullock speaking in Australia on Wednesday, on the 3rd. And then we also have Jolt Jobs opening for the US dollar. Then on Thursday, we have Swiss CPI and also the ADP non-farm employment change. And we also have unemployment claims for the US dollar and ISM services. Then on Friday, we lastly have the Canadian employment change and unemployment rate. Then, of course, we have the usual NFP change and also the unemployment rate. So that is what we expected for this coming week. So lots of US related news, CAD news, Aussie news, and mostly Swiss. Right now, Euro and Pound are very quiet in terms of high impact news, but of course, they will be moving as well. So let us now look at the dollar index. So the dollar index had its break over here, and literally it's going to the downside. So we expected it to come all the way down here. So of course, next week we do expect it to come to 97600. Then from there we will see if it rejects off this point or if it goes back up. So that is what I'm anticipating on the dollar index. Then let's look at euro dollar. So euro dollar, same scenario, trend line broken, started to reverse back all the way to the top, and this is literally in this consolidation that we have here with euro. So we might actually be coming to 17300 by the end of the week, but we shall see. We might actually bounce from here. Then when NFP does come through, we might be pushing all the way down, and we might be seeing ourselves in this area and then actually going even past this consolidation that we have going on the euro. So that is what I'm anticipating for the euro. So the euro, make sure to keep an eye on this consolidation. We might be coming all the way up here for the start of the week, then probably bounce from here. Then when NFP comes, we might push all the way down here and even come to this level of support right here around 11400. So that's what I'm anticipating on euro dollar. Then on dollar yen, we had a few breaks of the trend line to the downside and anticipated that we could be coming all the way back up here for a pullback, which did happen, and now we are pushing all the way down. So by the end of the week, we could be seeing ourselves down here at 146,200, even for just like the start of the week. So I do believe there might be some dollar weakness as we start the week this Monday and Tuesday. Then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we might actually be seeing some dollar strength Then probably by Friday, when NFP does come through, we might be seeing ourselves back up here around 148,800 on dollar yen. Then let's look at pound yen. So pound yen, we came all the way to the bottom here, which was a level we were anticipating to come down to, and then we bounced off this level. So for the coming week, I do believe that we could be coming to 19400. Then once we come to this level, if all goes well, then we could even be coming as far as 200. So let's keep an eye and watch on that. Let's look at dollar Mexican. So dollar Mexican managed to reach this level here, this second level, broke the trend line, broke support here, and then we're literally having a pullback right here. So for this coming remainder of the week, I do think that dollar Mexican could be coming all the way down here at 1855, and even below there, like we could be finishing the job and coming even all the way down here at 1850. So for the remainder of the week, I do think that we could be pushing all the way down here. Then probably when NFP comes, this could be like areas it could be bouncing off from. So like I said, there might be some dollar weakness starting the week, Monday, Tuesday. Then from there, Wednesday, Thursday, we might actually see some uptick in the US dollar as we complete the week. And let's look at CAD Swiss. The CAD Swiss, we managed to touch this first level of resistors, and we seem to be having a few slight rejections of this area, but not very strong rejections whatsoever. So I still think we have more movement coming to the upside. So we might even be touching 5855 by the end of the week right here. So that is what I'm anticipating on CAD Swiss. Then let's look at pound dollar. So pound dollar is also in a range of some sort. So like I said, we might be experiencing some dollar weakness. So pound dollar, this could be an area we could be coming up to. That's 138,400, but we might actually pull back a little bit into probably here. I do think we might be touching this downward part over here between the two, or we might just push all the way up a little bit strongly. Then as Friday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday comes in, we could start pushing down all the way here and probably touch 1.34200. So let us be ready for that on pound dollar. Then let's look at gold. So gold has been making all-time highs, like it literally finished the month real strong. Did it finish the month positive? I should believe so. Yeah, it did finish the month positive, made a new high beyond that, even this previous high. So where could we be going next? Well, the only way is up. So we could be touching the all-time high by probably even well, we're at 1449 right now, if I'm not mistaken. 1448. So we're like literally $50 from 3,500. So could this be a level we could be touching anytime soon? Well, maybe, just maybe. But before we even go far ahead of ourselves, we could actually be coming down into this area right here around the 420, or better yet, we could even be coming to 430. So this is where we could be coming down to, but I think there might even be a deeper retracement. So I'm thinking back here at 420, we could be seeing a pullback. So the pullback I'm mentioning right here is the one here at this resistance level. So we could actually be seeing a push all the way down into this area at 420. Then from there, we could be bouncing off 420, then coming all the way back up to the upside here. So this is where we could be coming up to make an all-time high of 3,500 for this coming week. Then let's look at NAS 100. So NAS 100, it touched our level precisely on it, and this was a perfect rejection. Pin bar right there, then immediately three downward candles. A good entry would have been right here, and a push all the way down to this first support level. But we could actually be seeing more push to the downside, especially since gold has woken up. So we could be seeing ourselves coming down to 23,000. Yes, we could be finding ourselves here by the end of the week, especially with NFP. But if we do reach 23,000 before NFP, then we could be having a bounce of 23,000, then probably even coming all the way back up here. So we might even have an unchanged week. So we could even be coming all the way down here to 2,300 and even probably closing back up here. So we could be having an unchanged week with NAS 100. So that's what I'm actually expecting on NAS 100 for this coming week. Then let's look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, we had a downward move, and like I said, it might push all the way up and then afterwards push all the way down, which it actually did, and that we might be moving this trend line over here instead, and that's what we're currently doing. So this trend line, what I do think is that we might be moving slightly up before we push even further down, and then coming probably all the way to 107. There was a level that I talked about. Yes, this was the same level, the 107 area. That's where we have come all the way down to. So we could be pushing all the way up before we fully come down again to 105. So 105 could be an area we could be coming down to as well for the remainder of the week. So let's keep an eye watch on that. Then let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum came all the way down twice. I don't know if you know if we could call this a double bottom, but overall, it already seems like we are making a downward trend with Ethereum right here. The trend line has been broken whatsoever, but I think this is more like a fake out trend line because it's not really um, defined whatsoever. So I do think the same scenario will happen with Ethereum, where we might actually be bouncing off here and then be pushing all the way down. So for the remainder of the week, I do think we might be making a new low right here, probably touching 4,280. So that's where I do think we could be coming down to. Then lastly, if we do have much momentum, we could even be touching the 4,100 level. So let's keep an eye watch on Ethereum in regards to this. Right, so this is where we come to an end with our weekend analysis. I hope you all enjoyed and I was audible. So don't forget, we still have the promotion running for, well, it's yet to start. It's yet to start tomorrow. Well, literally in 2 hours from now. 2 hours from now, we are launching this promo back to Trade 25, where you get 25% off all instant funded accounts. But by the time if you're watching this, if it's a replay of the analysis, then of course you still have an opportunity. And if you're watching this now, then know by the 7th of September, this promotion is going to end by 11:59 CET. So make sure you get your promo code, enter it, purchase an account or funded accounts from the bi-weekly, on demand, monthly, all of those are getting a 25% off. So make sure you take advantage of this opportunity before it comes to an end. So this is where we conclude with our weekend analysis. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a lovely trading week. I hope you stay safe and make those big bucks that you're supposed to. So we'll be seeing each other on Wednesday, same time, same place, 11 sorry, not 11 p.m. CET, but 10 p.m. CET, 4 p.m. EST, same time, same place on YouTube. So enjoy the rest of your week and happy trading.